happily getting from here to there on public transportation since 2009. This shift has been great for me. I walk more, I connect more to the world around me. I actually get to read while I'm on the bus. I write while I'm on the bus. I actually have written enough to create a whole play about my travels on the big blue bus. Last year, my daughter moved back to Chicago, and she transferred the title of her car to me. Now, this shift was also good. Suddenly, I had a little more time. If I wanted to get across town, I could do that in areas where the public transportation is less reliable. My social life became more flexible. When I wanted to go across town to see my boyfriend, when she's got to have it, I was able to do that. And if I wanted an extra 20 minutes before my morning routine got me going to work, I had that luxury. I was happy for the time. And then there was something else I noticed. As I went rolling along in my temperature-controlled personal pod, my relationship with the rest of the world shifted. I was a major hater. So bigoted, biased, and judgmental. I was jumping to conclusions about everybody else on the road based on gender, cultural identity, age. You may as well slap a Trump bumper sticker on my car and let's drive to Mississippi because I hate everybody. Although I have to say, though, there is one group that really gets my goat. And this includes every kind of people. People that drive BMWs. Those people are assholes. Greedy, aggressive, entitled assholes. So there are those folks that do what I decide is kind of a lane driving move, like racing past me 2 car lengths to the red light. Or those people that there's room enough in the parking space for 2 cars, if they would just move a foot forward, and they don't, well, I make a point of driving up alongside of those people, and I let them know how I feel, because it is all over my face. This is my driving face. Oh, and I know, it's not pretty. Once I was trying to change lanes in front of a junky ancient truck full of lumber and lawnmowers, probably Mexicans, and I was driving up alongside to give them the face, and I caught my face in the rearview mirror, and I was startled. And I said, "Who is that sour-faced old lady driving my car?" Why is my experience so different when I'm on public transportation? Public transportation, I am inspired to write poetry. Why is it so different? And I do have a theory. I think my small, mean side has a field day when I'm driving my car, for the same reason I pick my nose while I'm driving. I think that I am alone. Separated by metal, glass, and a full tank of gas, car is kingdom and it's good to be the queen. As I'm driving along, everyone else is simply what's keeping me from getting to where I need to go. In the car, I have the luxury of a single perspective, my own. And like a real tyrant, like an evil queen, if something gets in my way, off with their head. Public transportation is inclusive by design. If you pay the fare, it's going to get you there, no matter who you are. I mean, we're all in the same boat, right? I mean, we're still separated by class, by gender, by cultural identity. However, on the bus, there's a little bit more time. And if you're open to it, you start to see the nuances of humanity. You start to see that statistic that says we are 99% more alike as far as DNA goes, no matter who we are. So you're sitting on the bus, and people, most people, smile when a little kid gets on with a backpack. I still see younger people letting older people sit down. I still listen, like we all do, to the bus driver bantering with tourists. And I know it's not always a joyride. You see things you don't want to see. You overhear conversations that make you wince. You smell smells that you didn't know were possible. But still, we're all in it together. And the difference in the quality of time is the luxury of time to consciously release bias. And then suddenly you have the time to write poetry. You have the time to read a good book. You have the time to create stories to tell. So now when I'm driving and I'm inspired to judge somebody, I actually give them a story. So you know that person that races 2 car lengths to get to the red light? In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what, they probably thought they could catch that light. And their manager told them the next time they were late for work, they were fired. Or that person that parked with not enough space for 2 cars, they probably parked their car in the morning when the garbage cans were there. And once they were taken away, they were already at work. So doing this has made me a more compassionate driver. So if you drive everywhere, take public transportation once in a while. Get on the bus, get on the train. It might make you a more compassionate driver. Because nobody wants to be an asshole on the road unless they're driving BMWs. Thank you.